And that's a clip from a trailer from the new movie Equal Standard. It's in theaters May 7th on all video-on-demand platforms and everywhere. Blu-ray, DVDs are sold June 1st. The executive producer, and who better to talk about this topic than the one and only, the legendary, the iconic, my brother, DB. Run down that plethora of things he's accomplished, DB. Go ahead. This is his first intro of 2021. Go ahead.
Let's
go ahead, DB.
All right, this is going to be his first intro of 2021, but it's not his first time on the show. And let me tell you, if you have not heard Ice-T on Sway in the Morning, he tells it like it is. And I'll never forget the time when I forgot my New Jack City poster and my Power album at home that I wanted him to sign. And he told me, well, you fucked up. And so ever since then, so ever since then, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take Ice-T's words just like he spits them on Twitter. The man, he's an executive producer. He's been in video games like Borderlands, Scarface, Grand Theft Auto. And we have to say congratulations because back in 1991, he won his first Grammy. But this year, he won again for Best Metal Performance 30 years later with Body Count. I mean, I could go on and on about the movies he's been in that I love. Trespass, Judgment Night, New Jack City, of course. Surviving the Game. I mean, he's back. He's executive producer, just like you said, on this new film, Equal Standard, and he's starring as Croft. Please welcome him back to the show, Ice-T.
Ice-T.
Wow.
Ice. My brother.
Hey,
Good
when
day.
people give me those kind of intros, it gets me tired, man. I'm like, damn, man, this brother's working too much.
Hey man, you flipped the game, man. You flipped the game, brother. And this film Equal Standard couldn't come at a better time. I remember Ice-T when he made Cop Killer back in the day and Body Count, and they just ridiculed him and crucified him because he was speaking these lyrics about the relationship with police, how people are policing the black and brown communities, and that was in 1992.
Yeah.
It's nearly
Well, you know what it is? Wait,
Talk to me.
when you stand up, you got to be prepared for them to try to push you back down. When Colin Kaepernick took that knee, you got to be prepared for the impact. It's going to be a blowback. When you protest, if no one's mad at the protest, you're not really protesting. You're just talking. When you hit that nerve and they get mad, you know you on it. And yet, you got to be ready to weather that storm. A lot of people shouldn't protest because they don't want to get in trouble, or they don't want to, they're not cut like that. You know what I'm saying? And, I've been on Law and Order all these years, and I'm still talking crazy as I ever was because, hey, if they got to kick me off the show, then they got to. But they not, because I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? And they rocking with it right now. Back then, they wasn't. There wasn't no video cameras. People wasn't seeing it. So all of us, me, NWA, Public Enemy, KRS-One, Tupac, everybody was speaking on these things. We were delusional back then. Now people see
that it was almost like prophets, if you will. And when you look at what's going on in 2021, Ma'Khia Bryant recently killed the 16-year-old who was just shot down by a police officer. When you look at Dante Wright killed during this Derek Chauvin trial, how does it make you feel individually, knowing that 30 years later, nothing's changed? In fact, do you feel like it's gotten worse?
No, it hasn't gotten worse. Just the video quality has gotten better. It's like, it's what it is. It's the get down. I think it's changed a little bit because if you notice the recent protests, that was so multicultural. There were grandmothers out there, white people, Latino people, everybody marched together for George Floyd. That's a change. That's a big improvement. So I think right now, the people of the world understand there's an issue. So that's a little change. For it to be a 20-year thing, it hasn't changed that much. But there is, I got to take every little win as we can because, I don't want to pretend like we staying stagnant. The cops just got to know that every person on the street, we're going to address when they do something wrong. That's what it is. I mean, people don't get it, but the cops profile you. Let me just build on this.
Okay.
The cops profile you. I've been playing a cop on TV. So what they'll do is they'll go, even on Law and Order, they say they're from the Upper East Side. which if you don't know is from the affluent side of New York, they'll say, tread lightly. Excuse me, that's a non-COVID sneeze. Hold on.
Okay, all right. I was concerned. I was concerned.
To be clear.
I've been trying to say safe. So they'll say tread lightly. What they're saying is those people got money. They can fight back, and they'll sue us. When you go in the hood, treat them any kind of way because they can't fight back. But now what people are proving is that even if it's the youngest, brokest kid in the neighborhood, we as people are not going to allow that to happen. So now the blowout is coming from the rich and it's coming from the poor. And that's what's necessary. So the police know you better treat everybody like it's going to be a problem if we act out and do something wrong. I'm watching this stuff. It's hard to believe. I just watched the lady who act like she grabbed a taser, and you see the Glock floating all in the picture. I'm like, really? Like, it's mind-boggling, and all I could say, Sway, it's sad, man. It's sad. You would think there would be some type of change by now.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Ice-T is here. The woman you were talking about was Kim Porter, who has since retired. That shot Dante Wright. And so we have Ice-T is here, man. This Equal Standard movie, you're executive producer. Talk about this movie, and it just seems so timely right now. And being an EP, how is that different for you? And then why this project?
Okay, it starts with Kanye Bryant, the writer, director, the brain behind this whole thing. He's a young cat out of Queens. I met him. We were working on a project he had called Southside. And then one night he called me, said, Ice, I just wrote this movie. I'm like, you wrote a movie last night? He said, yeah, a song got in my head and I just wrote this movie. It's called Equal Standard. I'm like, I want to read it. I read it. I'm like, this is dope. It's dope because it's gray. It shows a police shooting, but from every direction, from the cop side, from their family side, from one brother in the family that's kind of racist, another one that's not. The gang side, Tretch is in it, Fredro's in it, and I was like, it's dope. So then he said, I need you to executive produce it. Now, Taim came at me like a player and said, Ice, I will never ask you for $1. I just need the game. Right then, I knew he was a player. Right then, because the game is way more valuable than a handout. You dig? So I was like, all right, I'm in. By him using me as exec, it was able him to make this movie, right? So then he calls me one day. I told him, I said, we couldn't get it funded. And he said he didn't want no money from me. So I told him, I said, look, man, nobody wakes up every morning with your dream. Even though I'm with you, it's not my dream. It's your dream. You're going to have to pull this one off. About a month later, he called me and said, I got the money. I'm like, what you mean you got the money? I got the money to make the movie. I'm like, now I'm a player. I'm not going to ask you where you got the money. If you got the money, you got the money, right? So I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. Okay, now you got some in it. You need any help? No, I'm a man of my word. I don't want nothing. So we go out. We start getting people on it. Then he hits me up. He says, I need you to act. I'm like, act? He goes, yeah, because if people know you're in the movie, I could get more actors willing to get in. I'm like, well, I ain't playing a cop. So he says, you're going to be playing far from a cop. So I'm the leader of the Crips. In this particular movie.
Wow.
I'm the leader of the Crips set. And we shot the movie, and the movie came out incredible. We screened it and this, that, and the third. But people out there that think, oh, because Ice-T's in the movie, you can get it out there. It is difficult to get movies out. It's hard. I don't care who you got it. It costs tons and tons of money. When you see these movies in the theaters, they're promoting movies right now in the movie theater that won't be out till after Christmas. That's money. That's money you don't even understand, So we don't have that. This is an indie. We finally got a place for distribution. We finally got it in some theaters. This is a big moment for a young writer, director out of Queens named Taheem Bryant. This is what it's all about.
That's what's up, man. Ice-T is here.
Sway, you met Taheem.
I know Taheem. That's family.
Yeah, you met Taheem.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I met Taheem. Dig this. a girl that used to do my hair on Law and Order said, I know some young players out of Queens that write movies. You need to meet them. I was like, I'm down. Trust me. The next day, they were sitting in hair and makeup. The next day.
Wow.
That's how they moved him and his boy they moved on me like that. And, if you meet Taheem, he has such a charismatic personality. And, he comes from a lot of things. He got a history. And, he just makes you believe. And in business, people don't necessarily bet on your plan. They bet on you. You walk in and I look at you and I'm like, you want this? I'm like, my brain says, are you a winner or are you a loser? And if you're a winner, people play. They play. Not you think you're a winner. Are you a winner, right? People that have won can repeat it. They can repeat it because they know what it takes to win. So when I met him, I'm like, oh, this young guy's a winner. I'm in. What you doing? I'm in. I felt it.
Ice-T, man, we talking about Equal Standard in theaters May 7th. I actually met Taheem through Trek.
Yeah.
Yep.
And shout out to Astoria Projects. He's from AP.
Okay.
And y'all know I'm not lying about Taheem. If I said anything that's not fact.
No, all facts. Bizzle, you want to jump on this?
No, I just want to thank Ice because my husband, the reason I know of Taheem is because my husband grew up in Queensbridge Projects, and that's where he met Taheem and knew him. And I think it's so dope of you, man, Ice-T, because you're a very layered person and a winner. Obviously, we all know at that. But I think because sometimes of how I remember one time seeing you overseas and I was like, oh shit, that's Ice-T, but I was, scared to say hi. I was like, he might not want to be bothered, but you was just like, what's up, Heather? And I was like, wow, like I always appreciated as much as you've accomplished. You've always been very welcome and just open to give a person an opportunity. And I don't know if anybody ever gave you your flowers for that, but I just want to give that to you today. Just by you saying something like hello or what's up, that means a lot to an up and coming artist at the time. So, or writer or director or anybody out here trying to make it. So thank you much, Ice-T. I appreciate you.
Hey, Heather, listen, I already know you. I know your history. I know you're a dope MC. I know all about, I'm a student of hip hop, and a lot of people watch me. They go, oh, Ice, you tough, and I'm this and the third. I'm like, 50 Cent said it best, man. This ain't how my mama raised me. It's how the hood made me. And me being a light-skinned nigga with light eyes and names, my name's racist. I got that back up off me look on me, but really I'm not that guy, but I grew up in South Central. I grew up in the wild times, the Hookie, and it was, you can't just walk around smiling all day. Niggas can push up on you. You know what I'm saying? So, that face is just stuck. It's just cemented into me. But I love to smile and laugh. But I got to know you friend or foe before we break that bread. You feel me?
That's right.
Yeah, I understand, but it's so welcoming, and I appreciate it. And just to know the history of somebody like me or Taheem or any, like, for that, it's love, Ice. Always, always, always. That's why I be following you on Twitter. You be cracking me up. I'm like, I just need this every day of my life. Ice-T is everything.
I'm a citizen too. I be up early going to work. I listen to y'all every morning, so I already know y'all 100.
Ice-T. You're my man, Ice-T. Come on, man. Salute. Best storyteller in the game, Tracy.
Yo, I also think it's bananas, too, how Ice has won a Grammy both for hip-hop and then also for Best Metal with Body Count that just happened in these past Grammys. So I wanted to make sure I said congratulations to that, Ice.
Yeah.
And also just found out your opinion, how you feel about the Grammys, because every single year we end up in conversation about the value of an award, especially now. And you see artists as huge as The Weeknd saying, you know what, nah, I don't want to deal with this. I don't need the validation. I'm not defined by it. What has your relationship been like when it comes with awards in general? When you first won back in 1991, is that feeling the same as winning in 2021?
Nah, awards is funny to me, because I'm that guy. I'm that guy like, hey, the hell with awards. I don't care about awards. I'm that guy. I don't care. And then I'm like, I'm nominated. Then all of a sudden, now I want to win, and like, I mean, I don't know, I'm a super Weekend fan, but then at the same time, if that's how he feels about it, then just don't show up. You ain't got to announce it. Like, it's just what it is. Let that be your feelings, because there's a lot of people that are winning them and you kind of shitting on them. You know what I'm saying? Their moment, because now you say it's invalid. You see what I'm saying? I heard somebody say something about Kanye won and another rapper, and he said he wanted to win. Then Kanye, my first Grammy, I broke it. I broke it in a video. If you look at the Ziploc video, I broke it in a video, just being that rebellious rapper. I don't care. When I'm down in Miami, Terminator X rocks the jammy. Who gives a F about a goddamn Grammy? We was on that until you get nominated. Then you like, oh, wait a minute, what am I going to wear? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Ice-T, you got to do comedy. I'm telling you.
I know.
And for us to win with Body Count, first black rock band in the metal category to win, BC was Body Count's the left hook. Body Count, I've been doing Body Count performing for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people. We just dropped the album. A lot of black people don't even know I have a rock band. And to be able to come and snatch that Grammy, that's that left hook. You watching the right, and I hit him with the left. You dig what I'm saying?
I like that. Okay. And then the EP is the uppercut. EP and Equal Standard, that's the uppercut. Hey, bro, we was playing Another Level every day. That was my go-to song, man.
Word.
Come on.
That's big facts.
Oh, Another Level became our motivational. That was our motivational anthem for a long time, man. Ice-T is here. Go ahead, T. Go ahead.
No, I mean, listen. It's music, and music is for the beholder. There's people that like different types of music, and you just put it out there, and you hope you find a fan base and people that dig it. So the fact that y'all found that record was something for you, that was beautiful, man. That's what this is about, man. You don't chase the audience. You put the music out there and let them come to you. That's why people copy each other so much, because they're chasing other people's audience. Don't do that. Watch what everyone else is doing, and don't do that if you want to be original. Do something that's not being done.
Ooh, that's a moment of silence right there. Damn, you just twisted up everybody. 95% of the artists in the game just got twisted with that one comment. All right.
They're not going to pay attention because it's so much easier to duplicate other people. That's so easy to do,
That's facts.
But to be I'm just going to, I see you came in, you draped. I see what you're doing, your Gucci and all that. I feel that. But I'm going to pop up in there in some Fila that y'all ain't used to and make you feel different,
Nice.
Ice-T, man, give them a round of applause. We got Chanel on the line from Pittsburgh. Chanel, Grand Risings.
Hey,
Good
Chanel.
morning, Grand Rising family.
Hey, say what up to Ice-T.
Hi, brother Ice-T. I've been a fan since Colors. Been a fan since Colors. Me and my husband here want to shout out to you. Congratulations on your metamorphosis, your career. And I want to know, how do you deal with people maybe looking at you different because you play a cop, coming from the gang scene, and the truce, miraculously, we got truce going on, thank God. And how are we going to deal with these cops, even though we might have got a verdict and everything? They're going to cushy resort jails, man. Put them in the jails that they put us in.
Absolutely. Well, as far as people looking at me crazy because I played a cop, the only time I really worried about that was way back in New Jack City. That's when I'm dropping an album called Original Gangster, but I had the opportunity to be in New Jack City. I went for it. They wanted me to play a cop. If I hadn't have done that, that would have been the biggest mistake of my life. And what I realized is that now intelligent people understand acting. They understand. And every rapper you ever liked has played a cop. Tupac played a cop. Dre's played a cop. Everybody's played a cop. Snoop played a snitch, in a wheelchair. So acting is acting. And I don't have any problems. Mostly, I've never had a street hustler or no real street G come up to me and say anything about me playing a cop. They say, get that bag, my nigga. That's what they say, get that bag. That's what they say. squares are always, oh, you lost your hood pass. I'm like, they ain't never had a hood pass. My hood pass is platinum, Jack. You know,
Hello.
encrusted in diamonds, Jack. Don't worry about me. Worry about earthquakes, player. So as far as the way these cops,
Yo, I just want a half-hour comedy set. Yo, that's it.
Hey, Heather, you know I'm a spit it. Don't worry about me. So the cops, you know, they got to be found guilty. I mean, it's they found guilty. Now we got to get to the sentencing part. I mean, we got to take this in baby steps. You understand? You know, let's get some guilty verdicts under it. You know, I was blown away by Zimmerman. I was blown away by Brianna, you know, in the bed. How did he die? So this might be a turning point. So let's work off of this. You know, let's work off of this. The beauty of this conviction were that the cops testified against him, which was the dropping of the blue wall. So right now, I think they're going to start sacrificing these cops because even in the gang world, that's bad for business, player. You want to be a bad cop, you take somebody down the alley and kill him. You don't kill him on a national television with cameras going. Are you crazy? You got to get double tapped in the back of the head. You making us look bad. So they're about to sacrifice a lot of these cops on GP, you know? And that's all we want. That's a start. That's a start. He wasn't worth saving. He's nobody. He got it. You know, that was the gangster stuff. When they testified against him, I'm like, oh, here we go. This is. So he's going to prison. He probably won't get out. They're not going to mess up now in the sentencing. They're going to give it to him. Watch him. He's going to get it.
Okay, Chanel. You're a citizen, Chanel. Thank you for your
Sway in
question.
the morning.
Hey, man, I got to get another L.A. OG on here, man. He goes way back. He's our resident L.A. OG, the one and only Terry from L.A. Terry from L.A.
Ring the bell, man. I ain't crying today. Ring the bell. You done brought L.A. in the house. Ring it for L.A., man.
What up,
T? Cold Wind Madness. You don't know me by T. You know me by my real when you see your boy. We go back to the sports arena when you was battling with Kid Frost. I'm Roger's left-hand man from Uncle Jam's Army, baby. Yes.
Okay, already know. Roger, Gid, everybody. Easy. Bobcat, you with the family. Yes.
Listen, man, we got to get behind each other and get with General Jeff, muscle at everybody, and make this movie, man, about this Uncle Jam's Army life. I missed you at the Red Bull deal because I couldn't get under contract with them. That was a contractual thing that I didn't want to get under, you know. But I remember you was mentioning about the reunion we had at the Coliseum, at the sports arena. I just want to say from a real G from L.A., huh? Hello?
Go ahead, T. What you want to say?
We can hear you.
Well, I want to say from a real G from L.A., man, you can play a cop, you can play a gangster, you can play anything you want to play, homie. We got you. We know you verified. You bona fide. You 100% from them streets, man. I've been to your house when you and Darlene was staying in L.A. I did shows with Henry G. You've been all around this Uncle Jim's Army thing that we manifested it from schoolyards to school gyms to small clubhouses to big clubhouses to the Carolina West to the L.A. sports arena. You don't get no bigger than that on turntables, baby. You don't. We brought the East to the West. We took the West to the East. You representing the West on the East every day. I watch SVU like a soap opera, baby. I don't listen to it. I'm proud of you, man. God bless you, homie.
There you
make
go,
me
T.
excited when I hear you on there now because I talk to Sway. I talk to Heather B. I love my Tracy G, DB, OQ, DJ Wonder, the whole Shea family. And they're my link to the West Coast from those that have been there. And you, the representative, the king master of the West Coast, because you made it, bruh.
There
you
you
made
go,
it.
T.
You cannot fail.
Come on, Ice. They giving you love, baby. They giving you love, brother.
Hey, you know, at the end of the day, the Grammy ain't as important as that, you know, to be able to come back, you know, in the hood. You know, I'm from Crenshaw area. I'm right from Nips Hood, everything. Everybody knows. They say those who say don't know and those who know don't say. So anybody that, you know, wants to try to say, oh, Ice-T wasn't there, they wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are you making this up from? So I don't got no problems with it. I got nothing but love from L.A. I've done my best to try to stay gang neutral. You know, when I came out, you know, I grew up in Crenshaw, so I was in the 60 neighborhood. I'm not a gang member, but I grew up. But it was not to my benefit to claim any set. because I was dealing with Bloods. I was dealing with the cats in the Pueblos, the cats in the P.J. Watts and Imperial Courts, Bounty Hunters, Van Ness Brim. So I'm well renowned. I like they say, my player buddy Kenny Ivey said, Ice, your world renowned, internationally known, and locally accepted, man. That's what's up.
There it is, man. Ice-T, man. We talking about Equal Standard. It's in theaters May 7th. I know you got to go. Tracy, you want to ask him one quick question?
Yeah, Ice. I'm wondering who you think in the hip-hop game is the most replicated, duplicated, jacked rapper or group. This is off of something that David Banner said. He felt like Migos really has been copy and pasted plenty of times. And since you was mentioning that earlier, I wanted to know your opinion.
That's interesting. I probably might have to agree with David Banner because Migos came with that different kind of flow that is pretty intricate. One thing about it, I like Migos because if you really decode what they saying, they actually saying something. They stepped away from the mumble stuff to just making an intricate pattern. Like, Bone Thugs had one when they came out, which was unique. Mm-hmm. But
effects, yeah.
It's complicated. I mean, honestly, right now, I'm about to sound like an old man, but there's so many damn rappers. I don't know who. Every time there's somebody else. And the crazy part is, if you watch them, if you see a picture of them, they all look like they're doing great. I'm like, back in the day, you can have a couple of stars, and then everyone is trying to get put on. These cats have one single, and they look like they just balling out of this world. I mean, I got 5 Lambo trucks. I'm like, who are you, little pooch? I'm like, how the hell did you do it? So it's a lot of mystery going on. It's a lot of mystery going on.
Method Man said that same thing, too.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I got a 9 to 5. I pay my taxes, you know what I'm saying? So, the FBI can run up in me. I'm good. Dig me, you know what I'm saying? I done been checked before by the government about where this paper came from. I'm good with it. I already know. But I just know that to step away from the crowd, that's all I'm saying. You got to be a little bit more unique. And that's why you have a J. Cole. That's why you have a Kendrick Lamar. It's something special and different that separates them from the pack, so to speak. And that's important.
Ice-T, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead, Ice. Yeah. Okay.
Like Freddie Gibbs out of L.A. They have like another a unique flow, a different style and stuff, And hey, God bless them all. I only hope that these rappers or anyone out there right now gets to take hip hop for the ride that I was able to take it on. I've taken hip hop for a ride, and my big brother Snoop or my little homie Snoop, me and him call each other every day. I'm like, Snoop, you doing boxing? He like, yeah, man, I'm on Thriller. I just signed up to be in a boxing thing, a celebrity boxing thing. I'm a commentator. I'm on Snoop's bumper. I'm like, oh, I'm doing that too. How much you made this weekend? I'm right behind you, player. I'm on that too. So
hey, taking it to another level. Here we go. Ice-T doing it again, man. Hey, Ice, thank you for coming on the show, brother. Equal Standard is the name of the movie. It's in theaters May 7th. Make sure y'all check that out. Blu-ray and DVDs are being sold June the 1st. Go ahead.
Can I get a request?
What you want to hear, man?
Another Level on the way out.
Let's do it, man. Here's Another Level by Ice-T. Come on, talk that shit over it, Ice. Talk that shit over it. Go ahead. It's on now.
Hey, man, they're going to tell you what you can't do. They're going to tell you going to lose. That's because they used to losing. A lot of these people so used to losing, they can't when they won. You dig? But when you listen to Sway in the morning, Heather B is talking to you, you have advanced to that next level, player. You have advanced to that place where few get to travel and just understand that, man. Please believe this, man. It's cold.
Come on, man. It's Ice-T on Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. Let's go to another level. Ice, be safe, man. Kiss the baby for me, brother. We love you.